Hey there, guys. So today I wanted to talk about the Montgomery fight, the big brawl that happened that went viral on Twitter, and that's pretty much been making the waves on the internet right now. Now, I saw the fight on Twitter like everybody else, and it's like the crazy part is that I didn't see how it started until later on. I basically saw the retaliation of it, and it's a crazy sight to see because I never really expected it to happen and to be this big and this bad at the same time. But basically, let me read about what exactly happened before I start giving my own, opinions. Let's read the facts. The riverfront worker who was attacked said he held on for dear life as a group of white boaters jumped him in a large brawl that broke out at the Montgomery riverfront in Alabama on August 5th. In a handwritten account he filed with the law enforcement after the Aug 5 melee and obtained NBC News, Damian Pickett recalled what happened the day when the men refused to move their boat so a dinner cruise riverboat could dock. A tall older white guy came over and hit me in the face. I took my hat off and threw it in the air, he wrote. Somebody hit me from behind. I started choking the other guy in front of me so he couldn't anymore, pushing him back at the same time. Pickett has not made a public statement regarding the incident and did not respond to NBC requests for comment. This is a crazy situation that happened. This is a crazy circumstance that happened because the Riverside guy, the guy who was working at the docks, was literally just doing his job. He asked the people to move and they didn't want to move. The people on the boat literally had was literally a 5-person boat. It wasn't a very big vessel. And then the dinner cruise that wanted to dock in was probably a boat that could carry anywhere from like 30 to about 50 odd people, maybe more. And this big boat wanted to come in, but they couldn't come in because of this little boat. And the security guard pretty much got jumped by a bunch of people for trying to do his job, and the people wouldn't listen. And this whole situation warranted a retaliation by a lot of other people who jumped on the dock and pretty much beat the people who jumped the security guard senseless. Now, this kind of sheds light on what it's like to be a working class person, the type of people you have to deal with, Karens, Kevins, racists, bigots, the aggressive people. This is the type of stuff that you have to deal with when it comes to working and being a working class. You get treated like a second class citizen. And in this situation, it's kind of sad that it had to happen to this man because he's not young. He's probably like in his late 40s to maybe early 50s. And he got jumped by at least almost over 5 people. And this kind of warranted or brought up a retaliation by some other people who jumped over the dock, and there was one guy who swam in while the security guard was getting assaulted to prevent the fight. And then a bunch of people jumped the people who assaulted the security guard, and it escalated to the point where someone even grabbed a steel chair and was hitting the people who assaulted the security guard on the head and wherever. It really got out of hand and really fast. And this was all, I don't know. It's crazy because this kind of sheds light on also racial tension, because people could say this was a racist thing. You could pretty much say a lot of things at this point. But I mean, 5 people jumping one man who's just trying to do their job. I don't really have much to say about this, and I don't want to make this a racial thing, but this is just crazy at the fact that 5 or more people who jump a security guard or a river worker for just doing his job. This is crazy, man. I really hope the security guard gets a raise and gets some much needed time off, because this is not okay. But may I say, don't put your hands on people. Keep your hands to yourself. I never understand why people can't use their words. And this dude was just doing his job. Maybe the people who were on the boat were drunk, but I'm definitely not making excuses for them. But this is a real crazy situation, and I don't know. This is Controversial signing off. Goodbye.